Wonderful! I forgot to turn on my mic again. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it's been one of those days. It hasn't been the best day today, to be honest with you. But, you know, ups and downs. We keep going, we keep moving, and it's day 8 of the Danganronpa marathon, is where I call it marathon, not really, month, whatever you want to call it. But the point is, we're going to try and do chapter 3 trial today, and we're going to try and progress, see if we can complete this game after the first half or so of the month, so we can leave the second half leading into Halloween with good old V3. And yeah, we should dive right in. Make sure that we... I always think it's going to start me at the top of the menu and not in the middle, which is why I always press down once. I don't know if you noticed that. Also, my coughing seems to be back, which is not great. I think that's not for too long. We will see about that. But anyway, gonna do the trial, gonna get to Monokuma Rock. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoka became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Go! Oh, always believe in your soul. Also, we're about to have a new pet! Woo! Awesome is that? 5 and 5, baby. We got it perfect. Some of those are real difficult to ensure. You know, you have to be very cautious about it, especially as it gets to the crunch time. But we made it to 5 and 5, which is very, very nice. And that should hopefully yield us something quite interesting. I can't remember what. Another pygmy? I don't understand. I don't understand that at all. I don't understand that at all. I thought it'd be something interesting. Mind you, I've never really messed with this too much, to be fair. I only kind of like vaguely, I say no, clearly I don't, of various combinations being interesting. I'm going to try one next time that is almost certain to be interesting, but I don't know how you're supposed to use the happiness meter of that. Anyway, so even then I'm not entirely sure how to do it. Our destination is Monokuma Rock. I can't turn away. And I don't think there's any like, oh yeah, Monokuma Rock is here. I always forget that. I always think it's on the first island for whatever reason. Maybe because it's a lot like the beach. I don't know. Here we are. But yeah, I'm going to try something different. I really thought 5 and 5 would work. I could always look it up. But that's like, you know, it defeats the fun. But at the same time, if you don't know and they don't give you really any clues or anything to go on, how are you supposed to know? Everyone who heard the mountain had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait!
Hey, Jared, hold it right there.
Monomy's such a
What?
dumb
Don't get in my way. You're just a little dumb sister who's too short of a few brain cells. My brain works just fine.
Do you even have a brain?
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do to Nekamaru? I see. So you come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like, you say. Oops.
Anyway...
Since Nekamaru is unfortunately available today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye.
Now then. I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Hold on. I won't let you escape.
Hey! Did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekamaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekamaru will die.
Oh, why are you so excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you...
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Nagato. I sympathize with it. What are you saying, Fiend? You'll find out soon enough. Oh, believe me, Nagato, I know.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with.
This is seeming quite passionately positive about this upcoming murder trial. Yeah, you're right. Well, from that spirit, let's go. Let's just stop that right now. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw on Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lineup silhouettes kept getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. Yeah, I can press forward right now. Look at me, I'm pressing forward. And when everyone is inside Monokuma Rock, it shut down into existence. Boop! The elevator began its deep descent, as usual. But nobody said a word. Whoa. Because this text went too fast. I can't even go back to my... There we go. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped.
Bing! Food's done!
Some microwave on the door. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, from the dark side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place.
Woo! We're here again! Yay! My! It feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey,
Is Nekomaru nearly not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
no.
Why bother? What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin.
Well, because even though he may not know about what's happened, his fresh take and outlook from hearing it from us might give us some answers.
It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it. Your heart's content.
Yay! I don't need to voice act for a good while, apart from my own character, of course. And so the curtain to the third class trial is about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. It's like almost as if Hajime's real crush was Ibuki. Hiyoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed and a bitch. She was trying to change herself, failing miserably, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahira's death. The person who killed those two is among us.
One of us.
I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. Yes, save, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Would you like to save your current progress? We might as well save for today's stream. And then, we can set our skills. And I'm very interested in how we want to progress this one. Pretty sure I want to do more on that sword shit. And we don't have we have just enough to get neural liberation. Focus gauge is increasing at a slower rate. But we have this already. I really need to make sure I have the thing though. Sharpness increases by 2. Sharpness increases by 5. Like, what does sharpness actually do? It's the amount of power you put on into the words, isn't it? But like, where's that other one? Where is that other one? Nope. Where is that other one? Ooh. No, that's bullet capacity. Oh, it's gonna make me fucking reload, isn't it? Oh god. This is why I'm like, I'm proud of my achievement of Aeon Hard in Chapter 2, and I'm really happy that I was able to do that, because that's amazing. And it means that I am pretty much exonerated from any sort of idea of feeling bad about reducing it back to normal if and when need be. We're going to keep trying, go hard, but once I start dying, that will be proof that I should probably move down to medium. And that's fine, because I got my Aeon Hard, woo! Which is fucking amazing. So happy that I could do that. Maybe. There's so many different ways of using that. Like, you know, going against the sword shit. Really though? Really? I like the fact that we have first. I really thought there was one that increases our swords. But maybe what I misunderstood was vocabulary. I totally misunderstood that and read that as swords and not bullets. I think that's what I did, because it is one of the 4 ones. So I'm going to want this. Yeah. Because I want the sharpness. And shooting those down. Yes, please. That's the one for the sword I wanted to get something for the sword, because that last sword minigame, last chapter, fuck me. And I really don't like sword difficulty. That sort of sword minigame anyway. So we have 43 now. Fine sword is nice for 5. Infinity Unlimited Flame! Increases the power of the silencer. Sure. Whatever. It's mediocre. Let's go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Like we haven't heard that before.
During the class trial, you will present
Hey,
your
Mika.
arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
No, we won't. I mean, what?
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
Fair enough.
And that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Sounds good to me.
Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already.
I don't mind starting the trial, but
I do.
really have
This is
a
about
clue how
sickness.
the case played out.
Remember chapter 2?
You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Yeah, you lazy bum.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
Yeah, why not?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
No.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Yeah, just leave it there.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, in fact. Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite indeed. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. God damn it. I did not want that to happen. But sometimes this thing takes too long for you to actually load up. Is it actually going to give me what I want or not? It's possible it doesn't. It's quite unknown. Man, that sucks. Oh well, whatever. There's a song in what? The Empty Head is the album, actually. But there's a song in that album which I quite like. But whatever, it's fine.
Listen up.
Never
the
mind.
emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
That's actually not such a bad point, to be fair. Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident?
Yeah, thanks for that.
Events?
Thanks for that, Chiaki. I appreciate it.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease.
Giving me all the fucking labor work.
The hospital team consisted
Thanks,
of
Jockey.
Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi,
Chiaki and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking.
Yes, we did.
When I pressed the button to turn on
Look at
the
that wonderful picture of Hyoko. It's so cute. I particularly like the part where it shows that she's dead.
a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime?
Okay, enough with the dramatics, Nagito.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late.
And it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Why not?
Because it was close to the music venue. And unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the
That's
only
what I
person
thought.
who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were
Did
also
we?
looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital.
I'm sad to miss that.
Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I fled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Aww.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
Twice in a row?
So we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Yeah, any questions?
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Lovely. Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right
No, you're being a douche right now, which is typical
What
Nagito.
I just heard is clearly suspicious.
Lovely.
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
If you're a murderer.
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
Well, clearly that's what he's saying, right?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
Yes, you are an asshole, Nagito, but thankfully you know what to do.
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Yay!
It's just as casually as you said. Nagito's the kind of guy who would just confuse us and make matters worse. No, he's the kind of guy that makes us want to think. Even if that means to try and avoid certain calamities. Damn it, I should have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Or I shouldn't have explained it. I mean what he said.
Yeah, I know what to do.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
So I have a more powerful silencer because of
Deny that possibility.
Gundam.
After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
That's a lot, man. That's
The
it.
fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
It's got nothing to do with me.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
And why is that?
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Dick. But, you know, you gotta embrace that, because he's trying to make us think so that we're more prepared to have our hope fight the despair of this trial, you know? He's trying to make sure that we're on our toes so that we can accurately and dispatch the problem at hand.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
Yeah. Yep. So you can hate this asshole for being a dick, but he's also incredibly sharp in order to, you know, figure out all this important stuff for the trial whilst he's not even, like, conscious.
Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
Because he couldn't know how to imitate it.
Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Because it was abomination.
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
So that you can all start to think a little more outside the box and become better detectives. He's training us. That's the point.
Nagito, what are you doing?
He's making sure that we don't slack.
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
Yeah, it's sensible to be honest, even though it's a dick move.
It also provides a good warm-up.
Yeah, exactly. A good warm-up. It's exactly what he's doing.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
No, but you have to be in the right frame of mind. You have to get those brain muscles working. And you're only going to do that if you're confronted with challenges that allow you to think outside the box and beat it. And that's what he's doing.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a
I mean, I totally understand where he's coming from. And I appreciate it and I sympathize with him. And I quite like the character. I just also understand why people naturally assume, oh, you're just a dick. You know, I don't get you at all. Yeah, you don't understand that he's trying to prep us.
What a waste of
And
time.
that the value of that. No, it is valuable.
I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
It is absolutely valuable, Kyoki. You're getting it wrong. We need to be able to think astutely enough to consider every possibility and find ways to refute them so we get a more accurate, concrete result by the end of it.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
Alright.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
At the end of the day, Nagito's a fantastic character, but I can also see why people don't like him.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
Does it?
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone.
Hajime was gone.
So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
All I gotta do is have some
Then
fun.
let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
We already established that I'm clear, man. Why are you trying to presume that that's not the case?
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
Uh-huh.
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Lever.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Are you?
Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
Was they?
They were?
What's so upset What makes you so upset, Mika?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time.
Yeah, Mikan has an alibi, right? So there's nothing wrong for them.
And that's you two. Sonia and Kazuichi.
Oh boy.
Me too?
Me too? Yes, you too.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
He just said why. You don't have an alibi.
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together.
So he couldn't have been inside.
Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that.
So he couldn't have been inside because he talked to me.
And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Yeah.
Me too!
You too?
Why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
It's Monokuma. When isn't he up to something weird?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people
Okay,
who
Sonia,
don't
just for you.
have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Well, you kind of set yourself open by not having an alibi, man. The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Let the wheel spin one more time. We've tried to be spinning quite a few times, especially this one. This one's quite long-ish. I mean, they're all long-ish.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
Let me read more on that.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay. Fair enough. That person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence. It's quite early, this
Still
one.
inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
Ooh.
No, that's wrong.
Hold on a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
How do you think?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Like rubber maybe indeed. It wasn't rubber at all. It wasn't rubber at the bottom of about. Glue.
I see.
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Glue? Glue is the color.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's not quite blue and it's not quite green. It's a little bit of both. It's glue.
It had a firm,
See?
gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals.
Why did you eat it?
In my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
Not quite green, not quite blue, but rather glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It isn't. Chunky's a moron.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
Oh my god.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
Would I know? Well, we can. Would I
It
know?
doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
They're quite an intricate individual if they're able to do all that.
What'd you say?
I think I heard her.
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
So they broke a drumstick, pretended that they locked it with using it, and then they just put it on the floor instead.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Well, at least you're a hero in order to actually admit to the fact that you fall for it.
Apologize to Miss Sonia.
Shut
and
up.
me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Are you serious?
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
That means you can never resolve any kind of arguments whatsoever, which seems nonsense.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
Don't worry, just evolve to a slow bro, you'll be fine.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right?
I don't know why I sleep for up to 12 hours. Yeah, quite a long time. And still find myself
But it's
tired.
possible that the body was just
Maybe because I
revealed
sleep
at
too
that
much?
time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just reveal?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
You have proof?
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the
Baton lighting?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
Yeah, what is it anyway? The scrap was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Oh yeah, maybe one of the reasons about hard is that you actually don't get to see all the clues. Now I should be able to logic dive or some shit. Figure out what it is by closing my eyes and logic dive. No, hangman's. Music. The music tells me it's hangman's. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, I know. Na, 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 na. Thanks for giving me the right letters. Please give me the right letters. Perfect. Bam, ba, dam, bam.
Scrap.
That was getting harder too, by the way.
Paper in the storage room?
They're all getting harder. You can feel it.
Music video storage room. There should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting, the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
And this is why I say, as it gets harder and harder, it'll come to a point where I probably can't do them anymore and start dying to them. Even though I got perfect in that. And the point is, once it gets to that point, I'm more than happy to, shift it down to medium, especially as we're trying to get through the game. There's no need to worry about hard, especially now that I've got A on it. Woohoo!
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearance?
Sure it does. Why? What?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper,
Yay!
This out easily.
That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I saw in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. You're doing this again? Alright, let's give this a try. A logic dive! Immediately from Hangman's to logic dive. Wow, okay. Let's see if this gets harder. This probably does. That's... yeah. Okay. I'm so stupid at that. My god. Question 1. What did Hyoko's buddy suddenly... Why did Hyoko's buddy... Oh. Suddenly create this. They all become harder as you go further. Music in this game is so great. I'd use it in my intro, don't I? This is 2 or 3. You can see on the top left. Also, I recommend using D-pad over analog stick. I died, you know, early in this one, right? Using the analog stick, rather. How did the killer hide her buddy with the wallpaper? This. And I didn't die once when I used my D-pad. D-pad's way better in that game than analog stick. Way better. Which is unusual. Usually you think analog gives you better control, but it doesn't.
Got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
A hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Oh my god. And now it's thinner.
Because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar. I didn't realize that at the time.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a
The
perfect circle
baton.
around the pillar.
The baton.
So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
Oh my gosh!
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. He accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Baton lighting.
Killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on that.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
Well, you know, a lot of plaudits have to go to the killer then, doesn't it? For doing something so audacious.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
It's quite a big deal to me.
Then when was Hyoko actually killed? Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
Light!
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
I'm pretty sure if you listen to anybody else, one of me, you would have heard already what the hell it is.
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
D.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
Mothballs? Do you mean moss balls, apparently?
I don't eat moss balls. I just enjoy looking at them.
I mean, they're not balls made out of moths.
I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death.
Must
in
have
the
been,
movie.
right?
Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations
How come-
isn't that difficult to figure out.
Mikan's usual stance is... But in this chapter, she's... Why did the sun change? Nobody else has changed. Why? The reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie, I should be able to explain that now. I see!
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
Oh, what part of her body? Or maybe on her body?
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
What was the other thing you suggested? Are you begging them?
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
Right. You're quite obnoxious, right? Then do you think you should stop saying right to end every one of your sentences, Chiaki? Right? Right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Yeah, dude.
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right?
Right?
God, how pretentious.
That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed.
Because...
That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league.
What are we doing?
It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Okay.
Man, he's being annoying again.
It's being annoying again.
You mean like you?
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just going to talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko is killed. Woo! Circles! Talking in circles. We always do, because they have this. Ooh, I'm not so sure, you know.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that. Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something.
Something.
That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
There was who to what now? give me a sec. There's a stupid advert in the way.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hyoko was killed.
Why is this not doing what I want? Goddamn.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
Okay. I won't. Now to see if my upgrade is worth it.
Shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line.
I love that. Especially after he just talked in such flavor text kind of way.
But are you sure you're sure?
Colorfully.
If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Oh, wow.
You're so frightened you
I hate these fucking minigames. It was really rough last time. Status.
However, the time for conviction starts now. You better
Here we go with the shitty minigame I hate. Here we go.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Crap!
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hyoko? Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Man, that was piss easy. Fuck me. That was the easiest one. Thank you. If that minigame never has to be a problem for me again, I'm more than happy to take it. That was piss.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do.
Mm.
If you look
He
closely,
does.
there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time.
What's all that beetroot juice? Beetroot juice, beetroot juice, beetroot juice.
Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Ooh.
Even
That's
if
a lot
they
about the
hide
mix-up.
Hyoko's body. It'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
No, that would be disgusting too.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Duct tape?
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Yeah, I suppose.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Or maybe they're wanting to know exactly that and so wanted to make it look like they didn't.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right. I didn't know the time of death because of the heater.
The heater!
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil,
Or earrings.
there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume
Shut
our
off and
debate.
back up?
Ah, wait a sec.
there's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Is this possible that you can save at any time? You can? That's fucked up.
Huh? Again? Didn't something
Especially
like this
when
happen last time
losing
too?
doesn't mean anything.
Hey, if the victim actually
Apart
committed
from losing.
suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide.
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is.
Which is really great that this game does that.
Think about it.
Instead of
A
like some other
suicide
games
means
that make you have to
killed the
repeat an
most
hour and a half
important existence of all.
of gameplay.
Yourself.
And then you never play it again. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Why not?
Nagito, what do you mean?
Cool thing.
If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
Oh my.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
That's a little too much too soon for you.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen him.
Hey, Banana! Good to see you. Hope you enjoyed the stream, man. But, I hope you, don't try to mess with what is a technically not blind playthrough, so I do know what you're talking about, but at the same time, like to be seen as a first time run, at least a first stream run.
Her body would have been defenseless
So,
in
you
that
know,
state.
be careful.
If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind.
Does that even work? Time to find out. Okay.
If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But I thought we was decided that you and Soda had the weakest alibi.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree.
But we already kind of did that
Destroy the weakest alibi commence.
with Sonia and Soda. Whatever. Who doesn't have an alibi and all that shit. It's a bit strange. Oh wait, I know. I believe it's this one.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted
Hey.
by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
What? Is she got two things that she says that I need to consider? Did I make a mistake? I believe I'm not mistaken when I say that nobody has an alibi. Also, if you have a proposal to make, please make sure it makes sense next time. I just remember that this is probably the question where you have to refute her own thing. That's
We
pretty
can
much
exclude
where.
the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Oh well.
Right before the morning announcement,
Look at that. I love being able to do that.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
That's fantastic.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't
You just
have
charge your own life bar.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
Well, let them all speak.
Not an alibi.
Maybe there's another thing that she says.
aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning. So this is obviously not the one where we refute her with her own thing, because that will happen later. Okay. The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The person doesn't have an alibi for that time. Oh, damn it.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I'm not sure about
I
that.
think everyone at the motel was doing that.
What's the surroundings of the video? Just a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a headbag on their head is a willingly step on the
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an app.
What's the extent? Hospital? In front of the hospital! They split into some search for Ibuki, they checked the movie to find anyone. And they figured out some yeah, that's something.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Oh, wait. Might have supposed to happen before Junior Russ. What's this now? Okay.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Yeah.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my...
What is the latest bonus video again?
motel was doing that.
Well, Sonia's account again. Even though it's not really useful. Oh, that shit.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
Okay.
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Alright.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikon and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikon and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Exactly how you think it is.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of
Oh yeah, you did.
Too much info.
I don't give a shit what you think, Cherokee. I'm not interested in you.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me not
It is
to...
exactly like that. We love each other, Mika and I.
And we went to the hospital together afterwards.
Yes, we did.
So we were together until right
We're
before
always
the
together,
announcement.
Mikan. Always.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
Random hand in the way.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest
Ah.
Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us. If so, then whose and what kind of trap is it? Is this that really? This is early for suspension. Wow, that's really early.
Hiya! Why, hello there, mon ami. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time.
I thought it was still one of me.
What's that? Now then, Monami's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Schiller's jokes should treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99...
Fuck.
That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then... I'm Asami, magical miracle girl Asami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who likes sweet milk. Who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Man, that entire text speech was very confusing for me.
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever.
Sure. That was really early for an intermission.
Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No, this definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Well, I did just save, so I suppose that'll be good enough. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence? Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here.
But like, this is really early for intermission. Like, we're nowhere near.
If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
I imagine most people would feel the same way.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too.
Well, they can't because the free maximum 2 rule.
If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So
Oh, you don't know about it?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Come on, Sharky, what's this siding with the crazy person?
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie.
There are other things, like the fact that there were no arrows.
About the lion that got killed second.
Pumped with arrows, yeah.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation,
Yeah, exactly.
the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
This is about as the close as, you know, Byakuya's attempt for Toko's genocide kill.
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Or a power cord.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
In the supermarket that has everything? Are you sure?
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
That's quite close.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue? That's the key to all this. I need to find that out, no matter the cost. Bow, 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 bow. More argument time. Blood and the souls. Where's a room key? Scrap thing. Blah, oh my god. Scrap thick paper. AC temperature. Wisdom on me. Here we go.
Why did Hyoko...
Not very much time, do we?
There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I agree with
How would you know that, Sonia?
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
Well, it's not really an assumption when you know more, but you haven't told the rest of us, have you?
If no one waited for her, then why did she go?
I think Sonia can explain that.
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know?
You know?
I don't think a person
You
like
think?
that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
Okay.
There's no way she got abducted?
Aww.
Hiyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
Lock it?
The killer could have locked
To
the door,
lock it?
right?
What's a
Just
lock
to
it?
hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key.
Got the key! Yeah, we're getting the keys, alright.
At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Lovely, more of this shit. Well, here we go again. The fucking swordman again.
My gut was wrong.
Maybe.
This will be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
If it's wrong, we're not gonna want to sacrifice everybody's lives so you can shine.
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
With swords! Great.
Hiyoko. She definitely got abducted or something.
The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room.
Forcibly abducted her.
The girl is so small and weak looking.
And that's why the killer targeted her.
I can't back down.
What? That wasn't enough? Just a little bit more and I can draw out something out next time.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something.
The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room.
Forcibly abducted her.
The girl is so small and weak looking.
And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hiyoko's room was
Amazing.
locked.
Didn't get that first time.
The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
She more stubborn than I thought. I can't back out. I need to counter her marks and show my decisive proof.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Boom, boom.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
No, yes, you're right. It was messed up. What am I
Hold
talking about?
on. Try remembering her kimono was all messed up.
There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up.
She fought the killer.
Woohoo!
Those words.
We did it!
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Why couldn't Sonya just explain this?
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono.
Certainly, the sharpness seems to have made the second one, at least, somewhat easier.
I believe that was
Which is
one
nice.
of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost.
Hmm.
Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Yeah! I like the sound of that.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her
Admit defeat.
Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Hell no. Why not? Seriously, Hajime, I question your values.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
No.
Though that
Why
may
not?
apply to Sonia.
Is there a
since
reason why she
provided
couldn't?
Hiyoko with that information.
Okay.
Though I knew she would go there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put
Cretin!
your hamster 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense.
The fashion sense.
Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
That sounds like a lit idea to me. Oh my god. Why is that so difficult to do? I know why, because this fucking weird keyboard thing is going weird again.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Haha!
What do you mean, for my sake?
Because you're worthless.
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities
To get yourself executed. Yeah, why would you do that?
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
How was it?
Coincidence?
Coinkydink?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
Aw, how unlucky.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki.
Look at those muscles on that killer.
The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation.
Kill
No.
Hiyoko.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
What about it second?
Then what was the killer actually planning to do?
Maybe we can revolve the wheel and find out.
They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Plan.
Do you have any ideas?
Yes, Mikan. I do.
Damn, you don't know the most important part.
The killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very, very happy right now. Close to that.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Well, he always has ideas. Do you want to know his ideas? You said you don't in the past.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
No, but he wasn't saying quiet at the very beginning when he wanted to know more about the story.
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
Exactly.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps.
Alright, don't need to milk it.
Actually needs help from scum like me.
Don't need to milk it, man. Come on.
What do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion.
And that being...
Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember, there was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various
Bloody
places throughout the
footprints.
venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Lovely.
Really?
Well, he must have switched off when he stopped talking.
That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Ha 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 ha.
Are you freaking
It's like
kidding me?
fucking
There's no limit to how
Titus.
useless you can be.
Oh my, he's a lot more useful than you. But like fucking Titus and Yuna and FF10. No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
Why would that be strange?
Strange? What's strange?
Why would you be worried about something being strange? We could end up finding a clue as to who might have done this horrible deed. I see, it's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints, there's still an important clue that we've left overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why? Why weren't there any footprints on the...
I can prove it with this.
Use
the stepladder to hang herself. It's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or blood.
What the hell did you just say? No footprints or what now? Yeah, the stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or... at all.
Did you notice such a small detail? How amazing!
Amazing! It's amazing! It's his favorite word! It's amazing! Oh my god. What are you talking about? You're obviously leading us to this. In fact, you mentioned it. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. And specifically said the words, there would be footprints all over the... Negative comedy there. You're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate. Why were you underestimating him to begin with? He's fucking boss. Jesus.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
Ah, you kid.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video.
But that's something only Hajime would know.
Would
since
I?
He's the only one who
Why would I know just because I see it? Doesn't mean I know how a video's made. I'm not a video producer because I watch a film. I'm not a film director because I watch a film. I'm not, you know, whatever it is because I watch it. That doesn't mean anything. So, just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video. Yes, it is! How shitty. You know, whether or not we can reach that hidden truth, it's all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
What are you leaving in my hands? Your lovely
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
Chiaki really fucking has the hots for us.
You should try already. Oh, my sweet, sweet Hajime.
Come on. Jesus Christ, girl, I don't care. If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who can actually saw that video. Have you watched the first Danganronpa, Hajime? I don't think you have, but in it, Kyoko does something pretty clever in Chapter 2. So I'm the only one who can do it. Hanging video that I saw. Based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Oh, right. Hospital gown. No!
Damn it!
No, I did not ask for that. Fuck off.
Here!
Jesus Christ, it's like the same fucking place!
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
That was concerning as fuck. Like, what do you want me to put it? It's like the same shitting place, man.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned
It's like
earlier.
there's going to be more of that, unfortunately. Some of the spot selections really are unrefined, it feels like. I think almost like they need to refine it to like only certain areas that you can press rather than give you an entire screen and just be able to press anywhere and then it misunderstand what you're trying to press at. Because the same shit happens later in this game.
It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty.
Where you press it and you think you press where it is and they'll say, no, that's wrong, it's not that. Thankfully this one told me that it's going for the gown, not the ladder. And I had to like, basically do the same thing again. Because it's on this side of the ladder, not that side, right? I don't want to like press a different part of the ladder. You might think I'm talking about the floor or something. And, you know, like, you get told, oh, it's wrong. Okay, I better look somewhere else. When in fact, you actually were correct. It didn't understand what you were actually choosing. And that's stupid. And Chapter 4 killed me the first time I played this game. Only in the part that's similar to that. It sucks dick. And we'll come to that when we get there.
There was a bloodstain.
There was a what?
Side of the step ladder.
Well, there was a what now? What was that? There was a... Right on the left side of the stepladder.
However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video.
Alright, Hajime, you asked for it again. Why not? Can't get enough, huh? There weren't any.
That is truly strange.
On the stepladder in the video, it was completely clean.
If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Can I...
So, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. The stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
Bloodless?
And there's no way
Oh,
the
yeah,
video was
of
recorded
course.
in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
A live feed?
It's possible those two step ladders were completely
Well, yes, that
different.
too.
Wait, are you saying there were 2 step ladders?
They were stepped over each other.
But where would you find another step ladder? There was only one step ladder in the music video.
Yeah, there wasn't there? That is a good thing to point out.
Then one of the step ladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
Why is that your response? Surely it would be a good thing to figure out. Look where the fucking rope is right here. What is this, you know, fucking, what's it called? That film director. Not Sigmund Freud, but like some other, like he's in this film director, he's like a psychologist, but like, what's the name of that? They did like, AI? Is that the film? Who did AI? Like the, and like, I think also Space Odyssey? I'm not so sure though. No, that's Steven Spielberg. Never mind. Who the fuck? Stanley Kubrick, that's it. It was just Stanley Kubrick bullshit right here. What is this fucking Stanley Kubrick noose rope bullshit right here? And her response going, what do you mean? How could you figure that?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't...
Why is there a noose there? There's no noose here.
Am I right?
What the fuck?
That's amazing, Chio.
Amazing. It's amazing.
Gaming has given you
It's always
incredible
amazing.
production skills.
Everything's amazing.
Is it okay to say that?
God damn it, game. Why are you like making fun of this? You know I'm not happy. Oh, it's now Monomi's news. Of course it is. Not that we could ever see any silhouette of the rabbit whatsoever underneath that. If that was Monomi's, how come we didn't see Monomi behind me kind of in that previous picture, huh? It's just a fucking noose with nothing attached. Or rope with nothing attached. What the f... The step ladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Sharky said that step ladder was at a different place. But if that's the case, the thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing, the place where the killer did something. So it was pretty difficult last time. Is it this one? Well, yes it is. So I know what I need. I know what I need. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge game. I know what I need. Thank you! Wow. Come on, game. Can we speed this up? We can. Nice. God damn it. This fucking slowness, man. Give me what I need, man. Stop screwing with me. No, I don't want that. Fuck. I don't know why I pressed that. I'm stupid. Oh, fuck! No! Oh my god. This is pain. Oh my god, this is pain. Oh my god. This is painful. Alright. I'm gonna get my health back, don't worry. These are getting harder. These are definitely getting harder.
That's right. Besides the step ladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
The hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the
Vin Diesel?
surveillance camera unit.
They want to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else. What did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? Let's go for some logic dive again. More reason to die. What? No, I've pressed the wrong button. Fuck me. Which part of the surveillance camera did Tiddle tamper with? I would thought both, but I actually don't know this one. Nope, I'm dead. Blue is the color of the camera. Alright. What? Ah! I only noticed what I was supposed to do when it was too late. I was like, what? What's going on here? Really? God damn it. That's quite a turn. Did the killer tamper the camera at the music venue or the hospital? I think the music venue, considering they broke it. Yeah. Bloody hell. Just managed to get the jump button. Question 3. What did the killer do with the camera from the music venue? I think it's okay. You can't sync signal. Only Kazuichi can do that. Some more damage.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together. Ugh.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music video.
Woo.
With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the vineyard, when it was actually from somewhere else.
And only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
So this is why I understand now how, by the time I start chapter 6 or whatever the fuck, with you know, going hard because I got A on normal in chapter. Well, no, not because I got A on normal, rather I just managed to survive without dying in normal for the first time in 5. I was just like, well, fine, I managed to do it on normal. Let's see if I can do it on hard, and then also get confronted with all sorts of crazy bullshit. It's because they ramp it up as the game goes on.
He did discover the body.
Difficulty isn't the same
Was
at
focused
all.
on the camera.
Like, the ability to do the things definitely get much more tough.
True, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to
Difficulty's
remain
not
alive.
constant. The thing the killer did to remain immortal. Yeah, that's.
I see.
The
Killer smashed the monitor to pieces.
Woo!
destroying
Smash it to pieces.
it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And again,
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
lovely. Fair's fair, I
It's
suppose.
easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
No.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
Yeah, but it didn't need to.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Yeah, it's just perfectly convenient. Which means even if was filmed in another place. Huh? Which means even if it was filmed in another place. Good English. As long as it was transmitting to the hospital, even if the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed in the music video? Are you spot selecting me, or are you fucking... Are you doing stupid spot selection again, or are you actually gonna give me answers to use? If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? I mean, I know where. The only possibility is that place inside that building. Yay! More of this crap, lordy. Jesus, this is bad. No. Just give me the letters I need, man. Stop fucking with me. This is quite nasty, this one. Please, just give me the letters I need. Just give me the letter I need. Thank you. Maybe I can save that. No, I didn't want to do that. I'm stupid. Don't worry. Fuck. I don't want to press triangle. I want to press X. I sometimes do that. I've done that before. It's bad. Fuck. Please. Thank you. Now I would like that back, but, you know, it's taking ages. Again, I'm like, can I save this? I can. Good. Nice. That was useful. Again, I'm gonna wait for this to go in the middle. Boy. There we go. Did it.
It was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Oh my god. Where Sharky had to show us right at the end of the investigation.
Huh? Conference room?
But
Why
the
not?
hospital and the music venue look.
And you know who might have gone in the conference room? The ones that...
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. I'm going to make clear what that work was, but first I must regain my life total. Make your argument. Yes. I know which one.
There's no way the conference room.
No, not that.
And the music venue look the same.
There's no way.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Give me all my life back, thank you very much. I'll gain life time as well.
I still can't believe he mixed up the
So why
filming
not?
locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
You're pretty stupid. In order to make the hospital conference room resemble the music venue, what did the killer do? I should figure that out first. I'm pretty sure I'm at full, right? Yeah. That's not good.
Which place resembled the other?
I know.
Did the conference room look like the music venue?
No.
Or did the music venue look like the conference room? That must be...
Woohoo! Conference room
What the killer did
was itself, and the curtain originates in the conference room. The music venue room, however, given that the curtain isn't even totally like fits there, was made to look like the conference room, and only that way around.
Make the music the crime scene look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
I didn't do a particularly great job of it because it's not a perfect fit, but whatever.
There used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident,
And now,
somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
no, because it wasn't.
That's right. It's so.
That's right!
Just like Monami.
Oh, they have to make do with what they got, man. It's resourcefulness, after all.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
But both of your faces look very similar, which is why people get you two confused. Am I to think your face also looks stupid, especially given the weird half and half thing going on, Monami?
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
With the pink shit?
In actuality, even though
Burnt
the
and,
curtain in
red
the
eye.
conference room doesn't stand out, is a black light blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
Yeah.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage.
Oh my god.
So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor match.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes
Matching
sense.
set.
The two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
You make it sound like you know what it would be. Probably. Are you sure you didn't do it yourself, jockey? Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like the conference.
I can prove it with this.
Pretty sure it's that.
You're referring to the candle in the music video.
Woohoo!
In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, it's pretty strange.
Isn't it strange?
It has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
Yeah.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
Would they, Mikan? Would you like to?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue were so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
Oh my god!
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
Oh yeah, and actually, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail.
So it's just a
Maybe they
decoy.
were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is the site.
Is it? Okay.
The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually
my.
filmed at the hospital conference room.
And who could have access to the hospital conference?
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner.
Why didn't you bitch?
But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
Oh no.
What we did, we found the curtain matching and the floor and the shit.
But there's no mistake.
So there's nothing.
That's the only
out of the
place
ordinary.
within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime.
Oh my.
You never suspected
Yeah,
that the
you're
video
right.
you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
Not just that, but we won't go into that yet.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
Look at my arm.
I feel like I've heard Bayside Cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Yeah. That video was filmed at the conference room, but Buki's wedding was in the music venue. Which means there was a fake somewhere. That fake must have been... shit.
I see.
Okay.
The person wearing the
That made
headband in that
sense,
video
but it was
wasn't
kind of
Ibuki.
like, is it A with B, or B with C, or C with B, or B with A, or A with C, or C with A? I hate those sort of questions, you know? It's similar to the fucking which one was like which in terms of room, that was clear.
Pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hip bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
Yeah.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
Why from the music venue to the hospital to kill her? Shouldn't be from the hospital to the music venue to kill her. Huh? That doesn't make any sense. It's gotta be from the hospital where she's receiving treatment to the music venue so she can be hanged. What? That's just straight up wrong, right? They took Ibuki from the music. She wasn't at the music. She was at the hospital. To the music venue. Whatever. So that's what happened. And no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set a trap for me was the one who had access to the conference room.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video? Hajime could go to the crime scene.
Don't make me do it.
The reason the killer made a fake video.
Ain't it Danganronpa?
There's only one possibility I can think of.
Don't think of it.
Possibility thoroughly.
Don't think of it. Just don't think of it. Oh, Danganronpa, why are you so Danganronpa?
Then naturally, the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Oh, please. Danganronpa, don't do this to me.
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
I've known all this time, Gundam. That's right. I should already know. Danganronpa wouldn't ever let me get spared. Oh, hell no. I should have already known who the killer is. No! V-Bay Fumps in the chat or whatever other emote that is appropriate. Oh my god. Don't do that to me, keyboard. I've got to do it quickly because I'm time running out. As we walk away to the land of misery. Don't do this to me.
You're the only one! Mikon, you're the killer, aren't you?
Oh, my baby, no.
What are you talking about?
Oh well. I knew it was gonna happen, of course.
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Chapter fucking 3 curse once again, you screw me over. First it was Celeste. Why did it have to be this?
I'm the killer. What is this?
Yeah, what is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
I know, she's so cute and wonderful and caring and beautiful. How could she possibly?
A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly.
She's so cute.
In fact, the fly would probably
Adorable.
kill her first.
Why do this?
She's right. A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
But we're the only ones.
You're the only one!
Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of it.
We're the only ones!
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Go!
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Coinky dink. Yeah, indeed.
I'm just gonna go get some rest upstairs.
Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted. Should be. From nursing without any sleep. Right.
Then, if you insist, I use the on-call room upstairs. I'm so sweet and innocent. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead.
At that time, you said you were going to the hall lock, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance,
Don't do
put
this
the bag
to
on your
me.
head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video.
When I first saw this,
That to me.
I just kept disbelieving, much like Celeste. And then the next day after it, I swear to you, the day after, I was so distraught. While I was doing clothes washing, I just kept crying. Which is silly because, you know, it's just a video game character. But hey, if a video game character attracts you that much and you get that attached to them, it can definitely happen. I was so upset and disappointed, and also, you know, still wanting to fight in her corner.
Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby.
Oh.
If someone wants to go to the conference
Here we
room
go.
from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
Yeah, about that, Monokuma. Where's your chapter 2 clause now, Monokuma? What did you tell me about disease and sickness, Monokuma? Huh?
So that must mean...
Look how sweet she is.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
I wish she would.
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Believe me, I didn't want to have to come to this.
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Nikon is the killer?
I didn't make up the story, guys.
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
Could you go for that one more time, Gundam, and let me tell you just how wrong you bloody well are? I mean, if this was all transpired with the glob and the faking of the location of the killer before the revealing and every other element of this very meticulous, well thought out debacle that we've got going here, do you seriously sure that that would be the making of a slow-witted woman?
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
You're damn right. Thank you, Sonia. I appreciate that.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social
No.
I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation.
Don't do that.
Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
I say I love my babe, but things gotta do what we gotta do, so, you know.
Do you still believe this?
Not a bit of a crossroads, aren't I?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
I don't hate you at all. I have your undergarments.
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No. In fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. Where I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with and got to know them on such a deep level.
Can you hold on a minute?
Can we? Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this.
What is your nonsense, Nagita? Come on.
I missed all
What's
the
your beef?
critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at
Then
an
stop.
important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning.
Did you? Well, congratulations.
Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Hey, game day, Ray, Tay, Fay, they say.
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What? Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial, but I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You'd better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
No, last time I checked.
Actually, this is a game.
'Cause it's a game!
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Oh, there's nothing controversial about that.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
What do you know, Chiaki?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
And Rompa.
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Wish it doesn't, Mikon, but there are a few things we could unravel. We could tie up this case a little more securely if you catch him adrift. Yeah.
Let's take a look, shall we?
I know he's gonna look at.
Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
It's a hot spot for all kinds of goods, but that would include criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
So then why?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly.
Yes. I mean, what?
But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope,
If it was brand new, there would be no reason for this.
and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It's not a part that should have taken any of that kind of damage.
It means, well, from what I can
Oh
infer,
god.
I think the rope was used like this.
Like this. It's like almost like he's enjoying this shit. Yeah, let me take a look and show you. It was used like this.
The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
Wonderful.
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Darn. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along.
In fact, when we were talking to him, he knew about it
What
in the
exactly did you say
investigation.
During the investigation.
So, this rope wouldn't be much of a clue, right? And you know what that means when I say something like that? Just like the gummies in chapter 2, right? Then I may as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too.
You mean like you? Always? Which is why people don't want to listen to you?
Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
No, Kanagito, that is all you. Every fucking trial since the first one, you've been hiding shit. That is your forte right there. You don't need to pass it on to anybody else.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Of course you did.
How is that a decisive clue?
Do you really want me to go in detail on that?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Nagito's words contain a decisive clue. Is that really true?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? you mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Because.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yes, we did.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too.
Okay.
Never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Buki's true cause of death was strangulation. That fact is the decisive proof that would lead to the killer. Is that true?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
She was
strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene
That's
was
obnoxious.
hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
See, the fucking noose shit. Oh my god. Ibuki's true cause of death was strangulation. That fact is decisive proof that leads to the killer. Is that true? Yes, I know the answer. I'm just not able to fucking give it.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem
Blowing
similar, they're
through
very
my
different.
screen.
The scars
That's,
they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That must be it. So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Yay! Fuck. There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death is being hanged by this rope, right?
Yes! She had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. I like to repeat this shit because I'm an asshole and I'm not trying to get to the fucking point until I get to make the credit for it in the fucking trial.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikon?
That is...
Well,
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You lied!
Should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikon, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait!
Now loading? What?
First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
You're still a nurse though.
That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You
That's
were right.
frail
And
defense
you
right
have
now.
been a great help to us so far.
Yeah.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
You would choose to get careless. You would not choose to make sure that you're as careful as possible in the most important thing that we're here, the most important time to do your autopsy for a murder in this game. That means that if we don't get the right answer, then we all die. Are you sure we want to believe that?
Mikon nursed me till I got
You want to get
better.
careless then?
No way I'm gonna doubt
If
her.
you were not confident of your own judgment, why didn't you just come clean and say, hey, I'm not a coroner, I'm not capable of offering you that kind of evidence. It wouldn't be the first time where you come up telling us that we don't know something. Like you didn't know the time of death for this case. You could just say, well, I don't know that either, right? I mean, you'd want to be confident in your own skill in the most important answers possible, because that's what everything is about, getting the right killer and getting the facts right in the murder, right?
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her.
If she had any doubt in her mind at all whatsoever at the time, in such a serious, situation as leading up to the class trial, she would have happily just said, I don't know, just like she doesn't know half the other things that she's been asked.
It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikon because she was nursing her.
So Mikon volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
Again, Nakane, someone offers you a pie, you don't eat the whole cow. Come on. That's a bit of a stretch.
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
Well, technically Nagito has never killed anyone.
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
Yeah.
You got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I don't need to forgive you if I got it wrong, do I? What would there be needing to forgive? You would need to forgive us for accusing you of something that isn't correct. If there was any forgiveness needed, if we're wrong. But are we wrong?
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
And why would I need to forgive you if we're wrong?
I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikon is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind.
Well, she is kind of my waifu.
Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
My hope is it would never come to this. Oh well.
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
Alright.
I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
I wish that were true.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't.
Can't stop, won't stop. Pringles.
I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this.
But
I
during
need
this
to do
passage of time, the terraformers began to think for themselves.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict.
Is this the flag for the most bullshit question in Danganronpa history? Might be.
Because if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
Oh, that's cute from Mikane. And that's also what you do. If you don't understand something, you confess and say, hey, I don't get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first.
So it shows strength as well of a character to say, look, I don't really get the deep stuff. Can we not do that?
Belief without doubt?
Which is quite strong and quite clever, to be fair. One of the cleverer things to say. Especially when we're all trying to work together.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Oh, so you do understand. See, Agane's not so bad, you know. She's one of the... Like, when I said that I'd put people in two groups, she is usually in the group where I don't... I say don't like, but Akane really is a neutral for me. Akane is like one of the highest scorers, if you will, on the half that I don't particularly care for. Because, you know, she's got her positives too, right here. Like, nobody's perfect. Look at that beautiful face.
Is that all you can say?
Oh God, show me your dark side, baby. Look at that face. I want that face. I actually do want that face as an emote. God damn, yeah.
Justifying your actions with
Justifying.
making excuses.
Why is it really your fault?
Really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always.
It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem.
I'm done with that. You hear me?
I'm done.
Hey, Mika.
It's not fair.
Not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Not fair.
Not fair, not fair, not fair, not fair, not fair, not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you forgive yourself right away!
It's not that I don't forgive you, girl. You are my wife, you are my bae. I absolutely love the hell out of you, and I'm sad to do this. But we have to do this to save everybody else. And you put yourself in this.
What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying.
Well, you would be the ultimate professional in what's annoying or not, Nagito, now wouldn't you?
Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Yep, there we go, Chiaki. That is it.
I'm the same as Hajime.
Even though this is the most bullshit question in the whole game. The most bullshit, roulette wheel, whatever the fuck, discussion of the whole fucking series. It's that I've played so far.
But still,
This and the first game.
the truth is
This
none
is
of us
garbage.
murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Fabricated?
Like I said,
It was a genuine video.
it obviously wasn't me.
It wasn't like the video was tampered with. It's just it was a video of a lie.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Why would the video be fabricated at all? That's what the point.
That's right. Show me your proof. Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room.
Well, we already discussed that, Mikan. That one's a dead end. The curtain, the lighting, the floor.
Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital.
I think we already went through that as well, given that you're the only one that had access to the top layer room in the hospital, because most of the people in the hospital were put under, and the rest of us weren't able to get there in time or whatever that was, the one that Fuyuhiko said.
That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong.
I wish that were the case.
Why does everybody always hate me?
I don't hate you, quite the opposite.
Just forgive me already.
But forgiving requires you to confess something that needs forgiveness. Do you not understand?
Is this broad really okay?
She's gorgeous.
emotionally unstable.
She's sweet and sexy as all hell. Just because you don't like her sass.
I'm not the killer.
finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument.
I'd like to find her hole. Yeah.
So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Could it be? Was this Chiaki's goal all along? Much like Kyoko in Chapter 2, huh? She's saying everyone's fate depends upon me. The only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer?
Where's your proof?
Please, forgive me already!
Stop saying that! It only incriminates you more! How many times do I have to say that? I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. I don't want to do it though! So one of the big bullshitty things about this that I hate, that's more my personal dyspraxia at work, I suppose, is it requires you to remember, even though you have a bunch of bullets, it's not like you only have one. If every single time this happened, it would only give you one bullet, I would be much more okay with it, because that's your signal that says you don't fucking need to worry about anything else. But
Is the hemp bag on her head
Proof?
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the
oh,
hospital slippers
you're
she
so beautiful and you're sassy.
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different
The
body types.
sex to the juicy
Is that
is
really your proof?
proof.
You could tell her body
Bullet
type
shine,
under the hospital
muscle
gown.
gown,
Just from that video. Just from that
camera angle.
Just from that dim.
So one of the things it requires fucking absorption, and we haven't had absorption in ages. Second, there are so many things that Mikan says, all of which make somewhat of
You're
sense.
the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I hate this. Don't flinch. Don't hesitate. Don't run away. I'm the only one who saw that video. Who else is going to do it if I don't? This one I died on in Chapter 3. I have no regrets of doing it. This is a stupid bullshit question. So there's so many things that she says. So many things that could quite possibly have problems with it. The gown and how, you know, the blood stains on it and shit.
Is the hospital gown she was
Or
wearing
whatever.
suspicious?
Like the
Or
shoes.
could it be the hospital slippers she had?
The slippers, because Ibuki slippers.
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different
You
body
know.
types.
And the ladder. There are all sorts of things you could think about.
You could
But
tell her body type under the hospital gown. Just from that video. Just from that camera angle.
ah,
Just from that dim candlelight.
I mean that's what it is.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type.
I have 7 minutes. It's whatever.
Me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
Also, the final piece of the
Only one who can
coffin
point
of
out
this
the killer's
stupidity
mistake.
is that the thing doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make proper, coherent, I'm going to now sentence you to death sense.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Let's see if I can get this then.
Do you have any proof?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly
Ibuki
have
and
different body
Mikon.
types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown. Just from that video.
Look at that face. I'm
Just
not
from
going to
that
see it for us
camera
longer.
angle.
Why is that blocking it?
There's no way you'd be able to make
Oh boy, I'm just going to keep losing time on this. I mean, I don't really want to shoot it.
Hajime, pay close
Ah.
attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Alright, killer's mistake once again. Da 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 da. And like, if you have to figure this out, you're not gonna get this first time by any means most of the time. So, you know, trying to do this properly without using this as well is just shitty.
Do you have any proof?
Especially with all this
Is
fucking
the hemp
coverage.
bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital
Like, the
gown
hemp
she was
bag
wearing
is definitely relevant.
Or could it be the hospital slippers shoe?
The biggest thing is it doesn't make sense.
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Not clear enough for actual like accusation.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera?
I'll shoot through.
We're gonna use that because I couldn't get it the normal way.
Mikon, you've committed a major mistake.
But she hasn't, because you mentioned something relevant to making a video. It's got nothing to do with knowing anything about the video. Anyone could just mention in passing elements of how to make a video. That doesn't mean you made any video in particular.
Mistake?
No, you didn't. It's just stupid logic.
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
So then how could you bring up the camera angle? That's so dumb.
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Yeah, so someone now has. If anybody else brought up the camera angle at any time, given that it's a video, there's going to be a camera angle. Does that make them a killer? If anybody else, Kazuichi, he's a mechanic. Hey, you know, you might want to worry about the camera angle because the lighting might not be so good if you do it in the wrong place. You said camera angle. You die now. You die now. You said camera angle. That makes no sense. Nowhere near good enough to accuse someone. Not even close.
So how can you
Bullshit. She doesn't know anything. She just mentioned it in passing.
say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
Because people know what involves videos. It's like, I will say about the sound of the video, but there was no sound in the video. You must have heard the... That's so stupid. There's no logic to this. There really isn't. It's really unfortunate. There we go. This one killed me and I have no qualms about that.
The only reason Mikon knew the camera angle Hajime had seen.
Dumb. The only reason why anybody would bring up something like camera angles is because we're talking about fucking video making. That's what.
Is because you're the person who actually filmed that video.
Nonsense.
Is that right?
Fucking nonsense. Whatever.
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole.
This isn't even a hole, people! Oh,
You
God.
lied, didn't you?
It's nonsense.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? It's quite right. Are you serious? This could possibly be used as evidence of any sort whatsoever? You insane?
Is it true, Mikon? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
Forgive you.
Huh?
Hell yeah.
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
She wants to put one final piece of defense.
I mean,
It's impossible. That face, that beautiful face. Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead.
Okay.
Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
You mean cute, right?
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't.
No, of course you do. Because you're the kid.
Ta-da! There's no mistake.
that that topag is a limited item.
Limited in what way?
So don't you think it's impossible? Using one topag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
I wish I could.
That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer.
There's also a lot more I could say in stand of her defense, by the way. An awful lot. If we were at the end of the game. Unfortunately, I'm not really at liberty to say much about it now. But if we were at the end of the game, or even at the end of this chapter, there's certainly some huge things at the end of this chapter. Again, that rope is annoying me. And we can't see Monomi for shit. No, we can really see Monokuma. Apart from maybe his ears. Anyway, the point is, there's a lot I can say in her defense, but I can't say it right now. But we will get to that.
So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Damn right there's despair about this chapter.
You're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Don't stop, girl. Keep going. Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third Panic Talk Action PDA. Please don't make me have to reload. Yeah, this is shit. This is the one that's gonna make me reload. I hate this. This might be where I die first in this game, by the way. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PDA, the reload and ammo features. Woohoo! Hallelujah! We'll be at it. You will no longer be able to make do with just the B button. Oh, why not? Below the tempo mark, in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets on display. From this point on, you'll need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks, no matter how much you bash the B button. At that point, you must press the X button. You will be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the X button to reload. But you only reload one at a time. Like, you can't even just okay, I reload. Give me another set. Salvo. No, reload one at a time. It's so shitty. Just like locking on, pressing the X button in time the tempo marker. At least they say this, which is pretty cool, because I wasn't so sure how frequently I could press the X button in the first game. The controls are the same as the B button. Match the tempo marker even by pressing the X button. What? Either? Either or what? What? The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you kept the tempo. Really? So it changes. Instead of just one, it actually can give you more. If you get the timing wrong when you press the X button, bullets will not be refreshed. So please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during fever time. This is what I like to do. This is my strategy, usually. If your difficulty level is set to gentle, hell no. You do not need to reload. I guess this is a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all the explanations for the class trials. The rest is up to you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point, what you and I both yearn for. True despair. Are you sure? Is this supposed to be Monokuma? What are you doing, Raider? Well then, good luck and have fun.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bat is a That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This
you lost it for good?
Maybe. Also, I really hate the timing of this because it feels like I have to do it a little bit earlier than I actually need to.
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that correct? You're obviously gonna forgive
I've
me.
already forgiven you, but that's the problem. Because forgiving you means having to kill you. Because it means you damn well did it. At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta play this shitty minigame. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. Yay! I hate this minigame. The speed of it, the reloading factor.
Can you forgive me already?
See how well I'm doing this?
Please, draw me. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
Fuck me.
Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me!
Fuck, this is hard.
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
Also, my health regained.
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me?
Fuck.
You still haven't forgiven me?
Oh, this takes forever.
Draw on me! Why only me?
Why are you able to do that multiple?
Draw on me! Can you forgive me already?
What?
Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me!
Oh, bloody hell.
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already?
Oh, bloody
I'll
hell.
do anything you want.
Hit it.
Forgive me! Why only me?
I hate this game. I hate this minigame. I really hate this minigame. Look at this minigame.
Please, draw on me. Why only me? There's only one bag. It's impossible to use them two places at the same.
This is the end.
I hate that minigame. I hate it with passion.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to meet customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize.
Sorry, Mikan. That don't
It's
work.
not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Please, forgive me already. Draw me. Why did you do it, indeed? I have answers for that as well. I did! Which means I have to kill you, which is really sad.
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me?
No.
Just forgive me already!
You don't seem to understand what forgiveness is, girl.
Mikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Ba, 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 ba. 9.5 minutes, baby. What I saw on that monitor. What the killer dig out the broadcast? Jesus Christ. That belongs to that, so that's not the real one, which is really nice. The body was hidden before. Those aren't real. Small clues and killer lab. No. Put it back to normal after destroying it. How was the real lock screen created? After destroying it. Oh boy. There we go. Stop. What I saw on the monitor. Small clue that the killer left. We'll try one. If it's not, we'll try the other one. Yeah, okay. Really? This? Put it back to normal after destroying it. Bloody hell. Oh boy! That was rough.
Is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
It's so funny. Why is it so funny?
Whoa.
I don't get it.
Now she's laughing?
Anyway,
It's been such a long time.
let me get it off the auto.
This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you.
I mean, that's quite an intricate elaboration of murder crime for such a slow-witted woman, according to Gundam. Come on, man. Don't criticize my wife over here.
This feeling of despair.
Are you kidding me, girl?
Mikon, what has happened to you?
Oh, I know what's happened to her.
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
What happened to her is she's revealing the truth. And it's really actually anything but the truth, to be fair. The thing is, it's actually anything but the truth, but the truth, if you will. How did I do? The last one was rough. That 69 is going to kill me off. That 43 as well. Yeah. I got A once, that's all that matters. It's going to get progressively harder and harder. I am not surprised that 16 completely screwed me. It was 16 a combination of climactic argument and PDA, or is it just the climactic argument? I don't even know. Either way. Time left 20 points. Missteps 23 points. Minus 5 was 800. Yeah. And this one, I don't remember this. 69, eh? These are some individual A's. All these are A's. All of those. Oh well. Of course, difficulty bonus, logic mean plus 500, action mean plus 500.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time.
I wonder if you can get a
on regular difficulty, where you have to get the bonus from the higher difficulty to get the A.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
Don't do it!
Well now.
Now then! Though it may be obvious at this point.
Correct.
You got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right. The true identity of the horrifying Blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Sumiki.
Mikan's, yeah, but how?
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nurses back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along?
I don't know how much I can say, but I would say that no. Technically speaking, she didn't lie to you. No.
Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
No.
Don't just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Pekko. She's actually gone mental. Quite the opposite, in fact, but it's complicated.
That's obvious.
Thanks, Nagata. It's not like it's easy for me to explain why she's actually innocent right now, but, you know, just say it's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too.
Thanks to you attending after your sorry ass.
She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan, too, you say? I know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me, after all.
Yeah, she was, wasn't she? This is how you pay her.
My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did capture a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained.
Hold on. Did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Then she's completely innocent, for one! Because the disease that Monogama said, assuming that there's a killing that's based on a disease like this, it's mitigated, no fucking need for a trial, no need for an execution, and it's to be done away with. That's the only acceptable one. Everything else is not, but that is. That's one of many strands of example of why Mikan is innocent here. But it's a big one.
Then, that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime, something crossed your mind?
Several things. My body's heavy. No, not just heavy. It's somewhat soft and really hot. My time in Mikan was indeed really hot. That's right. Mikan felt really hot at that time, now I think about it. That must have been a high fever. Just like what Ibuki and Akane said. Or had.
It cannot be.
Then, because of that disease, Mikan was doing things against her own will and not thinking for herself.
Pretty much.
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of despair disease, and not because of her own actual character, she was likely to overcome despair.
See?
That's the main reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation, and why she's not to be blamed, because this isn't the real Mikan.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse.
No, she's still, if we were to...
She's a completely different person now that she's been affected by despair disease.
Yes! But what about everybody else? What happened to the moment where everybody gathered around the murder scene and you became normal and Akane became normal and nobody had the disease anymore and it was lifted and that doesn't exist? How come it's this, huh? Well, I can talk more about that as well once the game is ended. And again, it's pretty much more innocence to Mikan. But I can't really talk about that now because this is very much about the main core of the story and what makes Danganronpa 2 so unique and so on and so forth. I really can't go into it until it's already kind of fully been explained already. But I mean, basically just know this. If there is any of all the killers in Danganronpa 1 and Danganronpa 2 that are innocent, that should be exonerated for many various reasons, not just the Monokuma thing in Chapter 2, but various reasons, they are innocent and they did not actually rightfully justified in being executed, then this is that moment. This is that trial. This is the one. And Mikan is innocent. But whatever.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair.
No, she doesn't deserve that at all. Ultimate despair?
That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope?
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
One of the least flattering pictures you're going to get of Mikan coming right up.
Huh?
Well, maybe after a couple.
Huh?
Huh? Who are you talking about?
If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who
I'm right here, Mikan.
never hated me.
I've never hated you. You're wonderful.
They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value.
Life, the circus of values.
They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
Yeah.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey.
I don't understand. What are you saying?
You don't understand. Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. Love! Ah, this feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it, That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really despair disease you're talking about?
This is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair.
You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to the disease. Because, thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved.
No, you mean you were able to regress back into the shitty corruption that you were manifested with, yeah. Remember?
Apparently, that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom.
Which means you had the remembering disease? If you want to call it that, it's not really apt.
But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this...
Such despair.
Then this is what that asshole in my chat that wanted to try and spoil the game was talking about. Are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island?
Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know. Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see. Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive.
I told you I'd forgive you, because I know what happened to you, but you need to start waking the fuck up.
But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
No, I'm the true affection for you, Mika, and the real one, not your delusional self right now.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about?
Are you saying this is Mikan? No, I'm not. But the game is. She's the real McCoy. I mean, Mikan. Mikan, please answer me. Do you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. I can believe it. It's just not quite as it appears, much like the game throughout its entirety isn't as it appears. There's no way the person you are right now is real Mikan.
Oh, you still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know?
Not now. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along, how that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation.
Future Foundation? Future? This also, the fact that she's associated to the Future Foundation is yet another reason why she's innocent. But whatever. That's right. That symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future.
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning?
I can't tell you that.
As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
Wait, let me talk for that again. No, not quite. That's not really true. Whatever.
This is bad.
What the heck? This is a comic book, you know.
As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island.
Yes, that's a good thing.
Isn't that right, Bonami?
I love that look. Oh, God, yeah.
Huh?
I knew it! Monami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they?
Monami and I aren't members.
Not quite correct.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
Yours, mate.
Hey,
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us.
Of course I know that. Let's see. The future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is...
Oh?
Well, no one really cares about that, don't you think? Don't you think?
Are you kidding me, Mikan? Are you toying us with us now? Fucking hell, girl. You see, she is actually innocent. Because of that line right there. You might not understand it unless you've seen the game, but that line right there. Oh, that proves that she's innocent. And she's actually trying to help us. Oh my god.
of course not.
Oh, hell no!
You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends.
But remember, this whatever manifestation that you see before you, that is not the real Mikanical. That's important. Countdown. You even know about that, and I can't really explain why until later.
Oh?
I don't know anything.
Huh?
I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is this really you?
I won't believe it.
There's no way I can believe. You were like this all along? No, she wasn't. Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now?
The past.
The past?
That person, she didn't exist in the beginning.
She was the past. Of course she fucking exists in the beginning. That's why she's the past.
She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend.
She's more a friend than this thing.
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self.
Because that's your real self, bit. That's...
Well...
That applies to you all as well.
You really are wanting to help us, aren't you? Jesus Christ, girl. It's like you're screaming from within, trying to give us all the answers. I know. But it's too late for that, man. Don't forget though, Mikan. I love you. You are an innocent, wonderful character. If people actually know the truth.
Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are...
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. Don't you think?
Yes, I know what you're doing.
Hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but
I do.
in the end, it always leads back to that story about our stolen school lives.
hey!
So, it was true all along. Our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If that wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much.
Well, why did you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace?
Oh?
Monokuma! Is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time?
Damn it.
Why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? Yeah, why? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki!
So it's over.
Yeah, it's over. Love you.
It's really... Now I can go to my beloved,
Yeah.
who always forgives me.
Yeah. That bullshit can go right in the toilet, thank you.
I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Yeah.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Mikan has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. But this punishment is full of hope, to be honest, once you see it. Bye-bye, Mikan. I'll miss you. But, was that execution actually death? She just went straight up into the sky. You know, rockets have happened that do that before. I mean, this is a story after all. Who knows where she is? She's not necessarily dead. We didn't see her actually get killed. There was no blood involved. There was no damage, no actual attack on her, you know, as an entity. So maybe she's still alive. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Saonji was Mikan Sumiki. And she's been executed? Not really, was it? She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by a disease, as Monokuma had said, is negatable to any execution. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? No. Or is that a symptom of the despair disease? More accurately. But yeah.
Damn it.
It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope. Fuck you, Nagato. You know, such a misunderstood fool. Like, you just misunderstood all this shit. You're not a misunderstood fool, rather, but you misunderstand the situation. Goddamn. Even if it were to influence my despair disease, if the disease turned into that, if she lost herself to simple disease... You lost yourself? You're really gonna die if it wasn't for her. You piece of ungrateful shit. She was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of...
Isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait.
But that's impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so...
Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. Rather than a sorcery. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us, even though there's no malice really involved. And now, there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was a traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
She was the waifu. The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now.
Hey! Monokuma, come on, enough with the fucking spoilers here. What the
I haven't fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation.
So why did you say that neither of you are when we were talking to Mikan, huh? 5 minutes ago, neither of us have anything to do with the Future Foundation. Oh, by the way, she's a pawn of the Future Foundation. I mean, you know. And remember, Monami is part of the Future Foundation. Mikan is also associated in her own way to the Future Foundation, which is why she knows about it. She knows about it because she's part of it. And that Future Foundation is actually... But, you know, like I say, I can't really talk much.
So you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend. What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different from one of me.
Said it now, we didn't say it when Mikan was around.
Who cares about who I am? More importantly, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I don't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break.
Excuse me.
Your right eye's made out of black beans.
Hey.
Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it sad that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life is full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event.
Special event?
Head over to the First Islands Beach. An old friend will be waiting there.
Old friend?
Huh?
Could it be Nekomaru?
Hey.
Is it? It is, isn't it? Nekomaru is safe after all.
Safe? How should I say this?
I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. Great. Amazing. We started to see the light of hope.
The light of hope. I am happy Nekomaru's returning to us, but I...
So just as I thought.
Three of our...
Just as she fought. I thought we heard that she never fought. She's a princess, after all.
Three of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy.
Miss Sonia.
However,
Even so, I'm still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
Fine. If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with your open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Huh. Hey, Supreme Overlord, who gives a shit? That line doesn't suit you at all. I shall crush you into dust.
All is dust.
Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you aren't happy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us.
You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching.
right?
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it a grand. Let's make it a grand, even for those who have died.
I love that. It's a shame that's gonna go.
Huh? What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease?
Well, apparently Mikan did.
I don't get this at all.
Akane.
All right.
Then, let's go!
Yeah, you're right.
Woohoo!
Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator. Yes, about that.
Man! They just ran off without listening to what I had to say! It's not like I really tried to stop them, but you know. Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't I learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean? You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
Boo-hoo! I'm not planning anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them, including Nekomaru's buddy. Huh? Nekomaru's buddy? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So, if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. Ew. What did you do to Nekamaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him. That's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So, it just couldn't be helped.
Beautiful ruin, baby. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry! To the beach on the first island!
Let's haul ass!
Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running towards the beach on the first island. Where in the world is Carmen-san Nekamaru?
Nekamaru, show yourself.
Listen,
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding.
We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. We raised our voices for a third time. We looked around the area a third time. This is going to keep going ad infinitum. Da 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 da. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But
Hey, hey!
What the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be? Could it be?
no.
Could it be? Did we got forcing from over Monocum again?
And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened?
Were y'all looking for me?
could it be?
That voice.
With high hopes in our hearts, we turned towards the direction of the voice. And then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Woohoo! Look how happy they all are. Right?
Huh? What the?
Yo, I kept you waiting.
Fantastic!
Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while.
Your face!
That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
I think you know who exactly that is.
Huh? You too? What's going on?
You know, Akane, if you don't recognize me, I'm not gonna do it to you.
If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Of course.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
Does he care, though?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing!
Here we go!
The name's
Oh my god!
Rivers of Hell!
He's a robot! Chapter 3, Trapped by the Ocean Scent. End. Nine students remaining.
Mika!
To be continued. Achievement unlocked. Is it medicine or social skill? You obtained the present nurse's apron. Would you like to save your current progress? Yes, I would, and that will be where we call it for the day. So hopefully, you know, either 2 or 3 days per chapter. Should be good stead. Should be a nice sort of pace to get through this, at least for the first half of the game. And, well, not first half of the game, rather, but first half of the month, we should get through this game. And then for the second half of this month, I'm hoping to go straight into DRV3. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate all the support. Hopefully, we will see what happens with Nekomaru's new body and enjoy at least a somewhat reunion with him. But till then, see you guys.